How's it going, guys? Thank you for joining me on another edition of Fit by CO. Today we're going to go over stretching techniques for those areas of our body that may be tight from faulty movement patterns or from tight and overactive muscles that we identified from the static postural assessments. So the first one we're going to start with are our hip flexors, because hip flexors seem to be one of the tighter areas when it comes to our lower body muscles that may be overactive. So I'm going to move this here, and we're going to get in a kneeling position. Now, if you don't want to have any pressure on your knees, you can put a piece of foam underneath it, or you can put a pillow. And what you're going to do is, let me move this like so that way you can see these here. You got both knees at 90 degrees. Now when you're stretching the hip flexor right here, the common mistake people make is to lean forward and really stretch that out. If you lean forward and you already have an anterior pelvic tilt, that pelvic tilt is going to stay anteriorly rotated or forward, continue to rotate forward. So all you need to do is rotate back and really squeeze those glutes. Keep your back foot, your toes on the ground flat, like so. So you can see my toes flat, and I've squeezed my glutes together, and you'll feel the stretch right here, and you don't even need to lean forward. So what you're going to do, like I said before, you got the anterior pelvic tilt. You're going to just squeeze your glutes, squeeze the glutes up, and really hold that. You'll feel the stretch right in there. And you're going to want to hold each stretch for 30 seconds. So after you've done 30 seconds, you're going to want to switch to your other leg, and then you'll cover that. The next exercise we're going to do is our adductor muscles, our inner thigh muscles that we talked about, from when your knees go inward as a result from your feet pronating. And you may have seen this stretch before. Kind of looks like a side lunge. Your feet, based on your flexibility, because I have to get way out here, you're going to spread your feet out. You're going to step half a foot forward, half a foot more forward than your other leg, and you want to keep your toes pointed forward. And all you're going to do is lean forward. If you don't feel the stretch, then you can lean that front foot farther forward. And you want to go down as far as you can until you feel a stretch in that inner thigh there. Same thing. You want to hold the stretch for 30 seconds. You can do longer if you need to, 30 to 60 seconds. But you don't really need to do longer than 60 seconds. 30 is the typical range of how long you want to stretch the muscle for. Now, for our calf stretch, I'll rotate this camera over here so you can see how we do the calf stretch here. Actually, set this guy here, and I'm going to use this flat surface here. And what you're going to want to do here is that back foot, you want to keep the heel on the ground, and we're just going to lean forward. You don't want to see a lot of people do like this in the gym. Once again, that's going to lead to that pelvis tilting forward. So you want to keep the pelvis horizontal and keep the glutes tight, and all you want to do is lean forward. And this is going to stretch your calves. And you want to keep that back foot, heel on the ground, and you'll really feel a good stretch in the calf. Once again, 30 seconds. Once you're done with that, you can also switch to the other side. Now, for our next stretch, for those of you that have the rounded shoulders, you're going to want to stretch your chest and your shoulders. Because the more stretched out you are there, the more that you the less that you'll have that rounded shoulders, because your chest is stretched out and your shoulders are back where they need to be. So with this guy, move this guy over here. You're going to want to find a flat surface. As you can see here, I have my little fridge, and all you're going to want to do, you can have your left foot forward, right foot forward, it doesn't matter. I like to use my right foot forward when I'm stretching my right side, and you're going to want to externally rotate, keeping your elbow at 90 degrees, and you don't want it higher or too low. You want it right at shoulder. You want your elbow right at shoulder height, and you're just going to rotate externally until you feel the stretch in your chest muscles and your shoulders. Once again, you're going to want to hold that for 30 seconds. And we've gone over our calf, our inner thigh, and our chest, all those areas that are commonly overactive. And if you have my workout videos, you'll notice what areas we're going to focus on strengthening. So those weaker areas like our glutes, our core, and our back muscles. If you have any questions or you want to know how to stretch any other muscles, feel free to ask me in the comment section. Hope you enjoy. Have a good one.